So I think we should start with a question. Do you love your city? Most folks who are thoughtful, who are engaged in their business, engaged in their life, are probably more engaged with their city as well. And I suspect that all of you probably do have an emotional connection with your place, that you do love the place that you live. And we'd like to believe that's a commonly held notion. And perhaps amongst your friends, your peers, the folks you hang out with, maybe that is the commonly held belief. But the sad truth is that not nearly enough of us actually love our places. So it is incumbent upon us, those of us who do love a place, to be the emotional thought leaders, to be the emotional standard bearers and carry that message out there. Leadership is an interesting word because it doesn't just sort of end at the area and our particular expertise. When you are considered a leader, oftentimes people look at you a little bit differently. And as a leader, your emotional leadership actually does matter. So how you're feeling about a place, that does matter. How you're occurring in a place. You know, if you're having a bad day, you're having a bad week, and it's like, oh, I wonder what's wrong with Tom, with Nan. You know, they're having a bad week, or should I be worried about something? You know, so people pick up on these things. It's not just what we say, but it's how we feel about things as well, and that certainly carries over into our emotional state with our places. We've all been in those awful meetings when we're down there in the weeds wrestling with some big hairy problem, right? Those meetings suck. No two ways about it. But maybe the next time we find ourselves in one of those meetings, it'd be interesting if you'd raise your hand and say, I see what we're doing here, but I need to ask, where's the fun? Because when you ask that question, you change the dynamic in the room and the way people are thinking about the problem. You ask, where's the fun? Someone might actually look up from their computer. They might smile wistfully and look to the horizon and go, yeah, where is the fun? And in that moment, you've opened up the door to the possibility of something beyond a merely technically sufficient solution. In January of 2012, a graduate student by the name of Matt Tomasulo spent the weekend in Raleigh hanging up a bunch of signs. And unlike most signs, which are usually about cars and traffic, these were signs that were all about people and walking. And the whole idea behind this, I interviewed Matt for my new book, and he said the premise behind this is he wanted to get people to consider the option of walking. Because let's face it, most of us will almost reflexively get in our cars even to go just a few blocks. But hey, if we knew it was only a 5-minute walk, it was only a 7-minute walk, hey, it's a nice day, yeah, okay, let's walk. So again, he was trying to start a conversation in his city about the merits of walking. And people loved it. They said, you know what, Raleigh, yeah, we really do have a pretty walkable city. Or hey, you know, my doctor says I should lose some weight, I should get more exercise. Yeah, let's walk. Very cool. Press coverage around this was universally positive. In fact, word spread on this pretty widespread. And within a couple of weeks, a BBC film crew showed up because they'd heard Americans had discovered walking in cities. City making point number 2. You want people to make that face in your city. When people make that face in your city, good things are going to happen in your city. Not only are we going to go back and tell folks, hey, we had a great time in Anchorage, Alaska. We're going to put up some fun stuff on YouTube and Facebook and Twitter and Instagram. We're going to write positive Yelp reviews. We're going to be in a good mood, and we're probably going to spend some money. And people don't make that face in your city when you fix potholes for them. No, they make that face in your city when you surprise and delight them. Surprise and delight, like fun, don't have to cost a whole lot of money, but they do need to be seen as legitimate objectives in the work that we do. And think about that. When was the last time you ever initiated a project with the goal of surprising and delighting your fellow citizens, your fellow workers, or your customers? Surprise and delight. That'd be a fun project to work on. That'd be a good day to go to work. It says, today I shall surprise and delight my fellow citizens. We are very smart about our cities. There's more data, there's more information than ever about our cities. And we're very smart about our organizations as well. Where we have a real opportunity, I think, is to unlock and unleash the human heart and our emotions into this mix. Because emotions matter. You know, when we love something, we go above and beyond for it. We forgive shortcomings and we fight for it. Well, we need more people who are willing to fight for our communities. And that comes when we agree that, you know, wow, we love this place, we love this organization, we want to see something good happen to it. And we couple our very smart side with our very emotional side, and we create communities, we create cities that aren't just livable and sustainable and all of the other sort of buzzwords that we use, but we create cities that are lovable, cities that grab us by the heart and refuse to let us go. That's the kind of city I want to live in. That's the kind of city you want to live in. That's the kind of city we need to be building. In all of this, let's remember that love is the best thing we do. It's about time we applied the best thing we do to the cities that we live, to the organizations that we lead, and the companies we run. And let's make them all, you know, not just, you know, livable and sustainable. Let's make them ultimately very, very lovable. Thank you very, very much, leaders.